Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. So in the previous video we have seen how we can automate the mutation queries for updating a user using the variables. So now today we'll be learning more about how we can delete a particular user, right? How we can write a delete query while using the mutation in the GraphQL. So I will just switch back to my browser. So let me just execute this particular query to get the number of users. So you got it here, all the number of users that are present as a part of your database as of now. So you can see here we have different user with the ID, name, rocket like. So consider I want to delete a particular user with the ID as this one, the first one, D59 and so on, right? So let's copy this ID and let's write a mutation query for that. So you can see on the left hand side we previously have used insert user for inserting the data, the update users for updating the data in the database, and the delete users. Right now in this session we will be seeing more about the delete user mutation. So let's see, when I click on delete user, it just provide me a mutation. So we need to say where. Again, there is a lot of filter that you can put on the basis of ID. You can delete on the basis of name. You can delete. So if there is a possibility, right? There are more than one names, right? So it will delete on that part. And ID is always unique for us, right? So the ID cannot be what you consider duplicate for us. There might be a possibility that the rocket there might be a possibility the name might duplicate, but again it's up to the implementation. If this name is also unique, so you cannot create a duplicate entry, which we have already saw as a part of our previous videos. So suppose consider a case where the name is not unique for you, right? So there is a possibility, or there is a particular API which will provide you the capability to create the multiple rocket with the same name. So in this case, what happens if you just put a delete query with the name? So it will delete all the rocket with the name starting with the name equals to the name that you are going to provide as a part of your query. So again, let's try to delete a query on the basis of delete a user on the basis of ID. So I will say ID. Then again there is a filter equal to greater than n is null, less than equal to not in, right? So we have to check for equality. So whenever the data means whenever the ID is this, delete it for me and just return the deleted ID, its name, and it's the rocket name. Okay, so let's try to execute it. So as of now I think it will delete this particular ID. So let's see what happens. So you can see this particular data is deleted. Now when I will try to see this data as a part of my user query. So this is my user's query. Okay, let's execute this, and if I search with that particular ID, you will not get it, right? So there is no entry related to that particular ID, right? D599. So for the delete query, if you want to delete a particular data, right? So what will the prerequisite? There must be some data present on the server or the database, right? Then only you can delete it, which is like a common sense for us also, right? If a data is there, then only you can delete it. So how the automation for this will go? First of all, we will try to create a particular user in the database, then try to delete it. Okay, now let's switch to our Visual Studio Code and see everything into action. So what I will do, I will just create another another spec file with the name as mutation of delete user hyphen spec.js. Okay, so we'll be using the couple of things from here. So first of all, let's try to generate a unique ID, which is like UUID in our case. So once it is generated, So I will switch back to my Visual Studio Code. I will replace the ID with the appropriate ID, and the name should be like Shinigami. So I will say Shinigami Rocket. Now this what this particular query will do, it will create a user for you. Okay, so at this particular point you have a user created on your server side. Now you need to delete also, right, that particular user. For that, let's copy the mutation which we have created in our playground, and let's paste it here. So in this case, what we'll be doing, we'll be just copying the same ID at this point. Okay, and let's put it here. So what we'll try to do, so listen me carefully, right? At this particular point, till at line number 36, a new user should be created for you. Okay. Now what we are doing, we are trying to delete a user which is created for us, right? So for that, we have written a new mutation for us, right? Where we are deleting a user on the basis of ID, then returning its ID, name, and rocket. Okay. So once it is done, it will delete a user for you, and it will just stringify the response. So I would say this as delete response. Okay, so I will just put it here. Now it will delete the data for us, right? Now once it is done, so send a request for deleting a specific user on the basis of ID. Deleting a user on basis of ID. Okay, once it is done, now let's see whether whatever the data we have created, it should not be on the user side, right? Means we should not be able to see the data in the users array. So what we'll be doing for that, again we will just go to the previous spec file, just nick some of the code from there, which is this one, right? And just paste it here. So at this point, what will happen? It will just show the users which are deleted from our database or the server side. So let me execute the code for you now. Say source test mutation and just hyphen delete user spec.js. Pretty much looks good to me. Let me just console.log here. Saying that user deleted. Okay, so at this point I can do a console.log of total users, right? So now I will just execute this piece of a code now. User query is not defined. Oh, it has created the user for us, and it's saying user query is not defined. At what? Oh, sorry, my bad. It should be accepting the delete query, right? In case of var, it should show us undefined, right? So that's how the hosting works, right? One more concept, right? If you guys don't know already, the hosting works also in the case of let and const. Maybe I will just try to create a separate video on that, but as of now, I will just give you an idea. Most of the people are not aware about the fact that hosting occurs in case of let and const. Yeah, but hosting definitely occurs in the case of let and const, but there is some concept known as temporal dead zone, right? So that is a concept that is being used. So maybe like in one of the video I will just talk about that, but for the meantime just keep this particular thing in your mind, that hosting occurs in the case of let and const as well. So delete query So I did the delete query at this point. So let me just change the UUID, right? The reason being I am doing it because if I just create the another user with the same UUID, then I got some error. Definitely. Let's name it as Kira. Just to differentiate from the previous record, I'm just doing this. Okay, now let's see what will happen in this case. Let's try to execute. It has created the user, it has deleted the user. Yes, perfect. We have the console in our output, so you can see this is the ID that I have created using the mutation query, right? Means using the insert user query. So at this point, no, sorry, this is not that. This is the ID. Maybe like it was a previous Shinigami, right? But at this point, we have given the name as Kira, right? So this is the ID which we have created, okay, using the mutation insert query. Again, we have deleted it. Oh, that's a mistake actually. Sorry, my bad. I have just deleted the previous data, right? So I have to give this data as a part of this also, right? If I'm giving this ID, this one, then I have to delete the same ID, right? What I am doing, I am just creating with a different user and deleting a different user here, right? So I need to make sure that I will be providing the same ID. Okay, no worries. Let's create another record, right? At this point, say Lalush. Okay. You might be thinking from where I get all these names. Actually, I'm a big fan of anime, so I watch a lot of anime. So these names are just coming from there. So let me copy the same thing again at this point, so that I should be deleting the same data what I have created, right? So let's clear it. Let's execute it again. So yeah. So let's go line by line. Lalush I have created, deleted the same record with the ID. Now you will be seeing there should be no record with the same ID. So for that, what I will do, I will just prove this to you by just going to the code beautify. I will open the so now let's go at this point. I will search with the same ID. You will not get. You can see 0 of 0. Even though I will search with Lalush, you will not get it, right? So yeah, this is how you can use a delete query using the mutation. So I think this video is helpful for you, and you might have got an idea how the mutation for a delete operation works in the GraphQL. So that's all for this particular video, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.